All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Ladd with my co-host Deborah. Today is Wednesday, May 27th, 2009, 9:15 p.m. Tonight we're going to be discussing 3 cases from early 2009 and then 2 cases that I did last night. The cases are as follows. Case number 642, Adam Herman. Case number 643, Kelly Sue Ackernat. Case number 644, Lori Bova. And then the 2 cases that I did last night are case number 755, Nevaeh Buchanan, and case 756, Julia Rakoczy, and Bonnie Sweeten. Thank you, Deborah. Did I get the pronunciations kind of close on those names?
Yes, you did.
Okay, thanks. We also have Kevin Doyle with us tonight, and Kevin will be going over his work that he did today. That he did his meditation on the cases that Deborah's sending him, the same cases that she's sending to me. So you guys there, and how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing tonight?
Fine. How you doing, Kevin?
Doing wonderful, Brian. You?
Good. Had a good day. We went down to the river, went fishing, but the bugs were eating us up. Watched that Good Eats program on TV. I made some chicken tonight. Haven't really got a chance to try it yet, but I will after this show. Got an early day tomorrow. I'm going to my kid's school to have a little talk with his teacher. Get a few things straightened out. That's about it. So let's get started. We want to get this show kind of done early tonight. If you're in the chat room, we're actually on time tonight, so I apologize if we're early tonight and you're missing out. But you will be recorded, and please go to Blip TV to watch. Or you can always go to the URL at the top of the screen. All right, Deborah, let's get with the cases that were done last night. The first case is case number 755, who is Nevaeh Buchanan, correct?
Correct.
Okay, let me get the graphic up right here. A little bit of in a rush too. Okay, there we go. All right, this case was given to me last night, and the case was opened May 27th, 2009. Deborah, what information do we have for Nevaeh?
Nevaeh Amaya Buchanan has been missing since May 24th of this year. She's been missing since Sunday evening. It was around 6:15 or 6:30 when she was last seen. Her date of birth, February 5th, 2004. No, February 3rd, 2004. She's 5 years old. She's missing from Monroe, Michigan. White female, 3 feet 8 inches tall, 45 pounds. Brown hair and brown eyes. She's last seen riding her bicycle on Sunday evening. It's also been referred to that she was riding her scooter. And that was in the parking lot of the apartment complex that she lived in. There's 180 units in that complex. She was last seen wearing a red, white, and blue striped shirt and knee-length blue jeans. She was not wearing shoes when she was last seen. She was outside playing, and she was playing with a friend, and the friend went inside and told her mom that she couldn't find Nevaeh. And the mom went out, and she couldn't find her. It was past 8 o'clock. It was 8:15 or 8:30 when the mom made the report that Nevaeh was missing. Police came out. There was an Amber Alert issued. They ended up locating her bicycle, which has been referred to as a scooter, sometimes in a lot of the apartment complex. Through investigating, they have found some disturbing things. Mom Jennifer, a friend of hers, I think his name is George Kennedy. I'd have to verify that. He's a registered sex offender, and he has an offense for a child on his record. They have him in jail on a parole violation now. Monday, they did polygraphs on the mom and on the friend or boyfriend, and they both made mistakes on questions. There was problems in both of their polygraphs, according to the reports. And I saw a report today, later on today. It's listed in a lot more places now. I picked up on it kind of as soon as it was coming out earlier today, and that was that they have located a knife with human blood on it in the tackle box of the friend or boyfriend in his hotel room where he lives. And so that's been sent for testing. There have been other items which they have not specified that have been sent to the state crime lab. And at this point, they've been checking the quarries. There's 2 quarries in that area. One of them is pretty close to the hotel that that guy lives in. They've been checking ditches everywhere they can check. So they've got a lot of law enforcement and a lot of people out in force. This made national news real quick. So I was looking, I had a chance to look at some of the work that you did, Brian, on it, and you want to share what you have now?
Yeah, what it sounded like to me is that you're getting that she most likely is not alive. Now, real quick, there are 2 dream drawings that I did. They're you asked me earlier, do I think that she's alive, and I said there's nothing to indicate that she's not. But the way it is worded, it does seem like that, she could be deceased. The dream drawings state, the first one says Toledo Highway. Toledo is spelled wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Toledo. Barbie dolls, red shoes. He gave the doll to her at a tennis court. Fishing box, setting her free to Jesus. So I did pick up on, you said tackle box.
Right.
There's a drawing of a tackle box up there. To me, like a regular tackle box with some type of hinge on the top. Then it says setting her free to Jesus. And you can look at that a lot of different ways.
Sadly, I look at that in the way of her being deceased.
Okay.
That's the obvious conclusion that I draw from that.
Okay, the next one says soil under fingernail is from lake. Chain, dock points east. Tool, here, Foley, 18, the number 18. To me, it looks like a type of dock, and there could be the access to the dock maybe is blocked by a chain or something like that. You can see that. I've got to kind of turn my head. It's on the bottom of the drawing. If you were to turn it like this, there would probably be a picture of the dock. And it says took. Oh, I'm sorry. It's took her here. And then the Foley. Foley could be a person's name, and that person may be at the age of 18. I don't know how that plays into this case with the information you gave me. But it does say soil under fingernails is from lake. So I don't know how that's going to help solve the case or not. As far as the dock goes, I don't know how many docks are out there, but it could be possible that she may be deceased and was maybe taken to this dock or something, and maybe tossed into the water, unfortunately. But I want to stress there's no symbols or anything on the case as far as the death symbols that I have, and I definitely know what those are by now. Thanks, Deborah. Kevin, you had sent your work in today. Did you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What I have is, through my meditation, is Alive 0612 Abduction Ransom Militia 3rd Brigade will be found alive. Someone will set her free.
Okay.
And that's it.
Brigade is a pretty large group. So it's possible maybe it says militia. Maybe this person is in the military or ex-military. Or do you know?
Yeah, it's possible. Maybe it doesn't really have too. It's not really. Maybe it's not really that. Too deep in this case as far as being directly related. I don't know. That's what I got there.
Okay. Well, it goes brigade, battalion, like battery company, stuff like this. So a brigade is a really large group of soldiers. So the 3rd Brigade, that's definitely that definitely could include an entire area as far as like people may be stationed somewhere. They're part of the 3rd Brigade.
But a militia is different from a brigade, right?
I don't know what a militia is. Something I'm really not that familiar with.
We have something here. I know what militia could be. We have what you call Michigan militia here.
Okay.
In this case, is in Michigan. Yeah, the Michigan militia, and actually, it's not really a group that should be in existence at all.
Okay.
I'm not saying
militia, I think it's something to do with.
But they're really not.
Are they like
it's
this
not,
a civilian organization that thinks that they're military?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's quite big in the state of Michigan.
Okay.
Well, they're kind of like the NRA, but they're on steroids. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. One thing in comments, Kevin, you said somebody will set her free. I also have set free all my dream drawings. So let's hope that let's hope that setting free to Jesus means that they maybe took her to the church or something like that. I'm really hoping.
I certainly hope so.
Okay.
Well, I did check here, and the guy that is in jail right now on his parole violations, and he is a person of interest. His name is George Kennedy, 39 years old. The place that he was living is a motel at 15390 Dixie Highway. His offenses, I've got the listing here. He was convicted on 1 count each.
Can you send me the link, and I'll put that on the case file too.
I give you a link here, but I give you a better link right to his criminal history. I'm just reading it off of a different thing here. Is convicted on 1 count each of attempted criminal sexual conduct and attempted children accosting for immoral purposes. The criminal sexual conduct in the 3rd degree he was convicted of involves forced sexual penetration with a person between the ages of 13 and 16. Child accosting can involve any child younger than 16. And Jennifer Buchanan, Nevaeh's mom, states that she was good friends with this guy for a couple of years, and she denies that they were dating. However, the family say that they were. Now, I'm sorry, but he has rules for his parole that he is not supposed to have a romantic relationship with a woman that has an association with children. She's a mom of a 5-year-old. And he another condition of his parole is he's not supposed to have children's toys, clothes, those types of things. They've made quite a deal out of reporting that. So I'd be interested to see the types of things that they've taken into evidence. But I just don't understand what's going on in a mom's mind. Okay, so if she is telling the truth and she's not dating this guy, what is she doing being friends with and having this guy hang around her small child? I'm sorry, but that's really bad judgment. It's really bad judgment. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bash a parent. I feel really bad that Nevaeh is missing. I feel bad for the mom and the grandma that they live with. But this is bad judgment in my opinion. And it's illegal.
Yeah, I agree with you.
According to his parole.
Okay, anything else we have for this case? Deborah, I can try to get more specific in the area. I did put a just a link for to where it says Toledo Highway. That's really means nothing.
Well, do you realize how close Toledo is to where she went missing?
No,
where
exactly.
She's missing from in Monroe is about 40 miles south of Detroit.
Okay.
Now, Monroe is actually closer to Toledo than it is to Detroit. I put it at 20 to 30 miles from Toledo, from the heart of Toledo.
Okay.
That's just my guess. I could, check it exact,
Toledo Highway
address,
runs
but
it says
it's very close.
Toledo Highway, and there was a bunch of results that come out, and there's a little map there in letters A through J. So it could be a lot of different places, though. At least that's what the if you're in the case file, I did a little search and I put that up there in the case file.
Well, I looked at that map some, and it looks to me like that's one of those situations where it stops and starts at different points.
Okay. I don't know. We'll definitely after this show's over. Let's get this done with. Real quick, we'll do a little bit of research. Okay. So, do we have anything else on this case?
I don't have anything else.
Okay. Do you, Kevin?
No, sir.
Okay. No, sir. All right. Let me get the. Okay, the next case is case number 756. This is Julia Ricosi in Bonnie, Sweden. I believe I pronounced that correctly, right, Deborah? Ricosi?
Yes, you did.
Okay, the case was requested to be open on May 26th of 2009. It was posted to the web today. The case request came from you, Deborah. What information do we have on this case?
Okay, now, Julia Ricosi has been missing since the 26th. She's been missing since yesterday.
Okay.
Her date of birth is July 26th of 2001. She's 7 years old, and she's missing from Southampton, Pennsylvania. She's a white female, 4 feet 1 inch tall, 59 pounds, brown hair and blue eyes. Julia's mom, her name is Bonnie Sweeten. They are missing together. To begin with, what it stated here is that they were abducted at about 2 p.m. yesterday along State Route 132 Street Road in Upper Southampton Township, about 1 mile north of Philadelphia City, Pennsylvania. It says that 2 black males put Julia and her mother in the trunk of their car and drove away in the vehicle. The mom was driving at the time. She was driving a 2005 GMC Gold Yukon Denali. Well, she claimed via 911 calls that she was making from the trunk of the kidnapper's car that there had been a traffic accident between her and another car, a dark-colored Cadillac sedan. And she went on to say that the abductors had taken her and Julia and put them in the trunk of the car. And she claimed when she called 911 that she was calling from the trunk of the car. Well, it ended up coming out today that it doesn't look like there were any kidnappers at all. It looks like mom's been lying. I found that out this afternoon. They have surveillance tape of Bonnie Sweeten, the mom, and Julia in the airport in Philadelphia yesterday afternoon, boarding a flight for Tampa. So it came out today after they've already blown the coop, so to speak, that she's lying. So there are no kidnappers. And it's interesting because I looked at the work that you did prior to this report coming out of there being no kidnappers and finding out that mom's lying.
Okay.
So you want to share what you have?
Yeah. Yeah. Looking at this, it doesn't say anything about kidnappers. What it says, there's actually 3 dream drawings. The first one says, "Mother is not telling truth." She what? She's stalking Julia to him wallet. That can't be right.
I think that says she's taking.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, she's taking Julia to him and then the wallet. There's a drawing of a gentleman right here. There's it says wallet. There's no drawing of the wallet, but it says she's taking him to Julia. Mother is not telling the truth. She's taking Julia to him. So I'm assuming what it says is she's taking Julia to this person here on the bottom right. Looks like a maybe a middle-aged, well, not middle-aged, let's say about 25, 30-year-old, probably white male. Really no distinguishing characteristics. Anyways, the picture's up there. Second one said safe of Philly, and I noticed when you said Philadelphia too. Philly could be another word for, of course, Philadelphia. Police will charge mother, section 17.4, Tin Comb Island runaway. Not sure about that. The third dream drawing says May 27th, the number 11, the number 47, a.m. And then David has them on video, and then there's a number here. The number is 877-813-294. Now, if I space that out, that's not enough digits for a phone number, but it could be, and maybe I'm just missing something. But from when I had it doesn't really show. It looks to me like the mother took her to maybe see this gentleman right here, and then there's something to do with the wallet. And then Philadelphia is probably definitely in there, and I'm not sure what that drawing is to the right of it. But this is case number 756. If anybody wants to look at it and see what I'm talking about right there. There's one thing that I just noticed. There's 11 and the 47 are actually circled. They're in circles, so I'm not exactly sure what that is. But there may be a video or something like that that will help solve the case. Kevin, you have your notes I got from you. They're posted. Did you want to talk? Would you want to say what you got?
Yes, and also a reminder. Before I do these meditations, all I want is the names of the people. So what I've been doing is looking, when Deborah sends me emails of the missing persons, excuse me, I look at the subject line of the email without opening it, because in the subject line there's the person's name is in there. If I open the email, then that's where the stats concerning the person's the missing person is there, and there's all kinds of information.
The information Kevin's talking about, I actually print out a copy of that email that Deborah sends every night. That's on the top right of your screen. Of every one of the cases you'll see, that's actually a scan of the email that Deborah sends. I try to black out information as far as emails addressed. Lately, though, since my printer's out of ink, everything's been showing up in kind of pink. But yeah, I usually don't look at the information either. I do have it, and I fold it up, put it on my pillow. But yeah, people know. I think what Kevin does is he just goes by the name. He just meditates off the name. So yeah, go ahead, Kevin. I think it's a good idea we bring that up to let people know what you're doing. But
I've tried a remote influencing course, and it's basically the same thing. You don't want that. You only want, very, very, very little information.
I like it best as
when you open up the email and you see all that information, even though you can't memorize it all, your conscious mind does memorize it. Believe it or not.
Well, there's a lot of things bad about that, though. Well,
it can play into your imagination. So when that happens, then you're in trouble.
Right. Well, one important thing is that when I do this, of course I do it while I'm sleeping. I actually don't think about anything. I actually meditate before I go to sleep, completely block out everything. I don't really even look at the case. I just print it and fold it. And I think the important thing is not to think about it. At least with the dream drawings that I do, not to think about the case at all. I've probably discussed this 100 times, but like I said, turn off your brain. And just let whatever comes, and just record it. So you're just a, recorder. But go ahead, Kevin. Sorry to get off the track.
No, that's fine. Also, I am coming down with a system on how to do it my way. Because whenever I start to do a meditation, the first thing I want to know is are they alive or dead? And that's the first thing that I usually get. It's kind of like dowsing if you're using a pendulum or.
See, we work totally different then. We're working totally different then, which I guess is good. I don't even want to know. What I'm saying is what I put under the pillow is just I just record. Which is good. I think that, well, you're not actually doing dream drawings either. You're actually meditating actually on this. Do you think
I'm still working on a system. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And, it's going pretty good. Maybe I could teach a course or something on that. I don't know. But anyways, the information I have on Julia is dead, 2 abductors, sexual assault, old Victorian house, 2-story, maybe attic for 3rd story, Cincinnati, Ohio, Cleaver Street, and that's it.
All right, thank you, Kevin. And I have that information that's posted on this case. Okay, anything else before we get to our cases from early 2009? Anybody? Deborah, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't have anything else.
Okay. All right, our next case is case number 642. 642, sorry, Adam Herman. This case was opened on January 8th of 2009. Deborah, what information do we have for Adam?
This case is one that was quite surprising. It happened after the Kaylee Anthony case. We first started hearing about this one the first week of January. 31 days to not report a child missing was hard for everyone to swallow. Well, these parents did not do it for 9 or 10 years. Adam Herman was last seen, they can trace back to 1999. That, Adam was around, he was fine. What happened was someone contacted the Sedgwick County Exploited and Missing Children's Unit, voicing concern for Adam. And on December 15th of 2008, there was a search warrant executed on the trailer where he lived with his adoptive parents. He had been taken in as the foster child and later adopted by these people. They claimed that they had been afraid to report him missing. They claimed that he just left. He was 11 or 12 years old at the time that he was last seen. There's no way to really know. The police, they don't really know if he's alive or deceased. And no one's quite sure what to do with this one. They have not arrested the parents yet. There's a lot of questioning going on, of them and how someone goes without reporting a child. I don't understand. But they did continue to collect money through the state and things like that on behalf of Adam when he was no longer there.
Okay. Anything else?
No, not really.
Okay.
They did do an age progressed photo of him to put him up to age 22.
Okay.
But that's kind of hard, to go by. There's really not a whole lot more information
Okay,
to have for him.
I don't think
this happened in Kansas.
We don't have the age progression, I don't think, posted. Do we have a website? Nothing on. There's no website or anything on there.
There's no website. I know that I have his age progression photo. I make sure you get that.
Okay, thanks. The dream drawings from actually the case was posted January 8th. Dream drawings from 1709. The first one says they are there. The number 19. Eyeglasses in lockbox of TEZE, beaten over and over again, and then the word stop. It's all uppercase. The bottom right side of this dream drawing is, at least I believe it is, the symbol for death. Next dream drawing says, was not the beer, it was anger at work. Death and family caused this, that's why he hit him. Next one says, told T at bar that he killed son. And then it says question mark. I actually put a question mark there because I was unsure about. Lives in and then window static. There is a drawing of, it looks like a window. I'm not sure what that is below it. And the next dream drawing says, Warsaw, Montana, 2 miles, body is by dam gate. And it says, I do not think Adam's alive and his body could be in the area below. So I guess I did do some research on this. there is a dam right there, and I'm almost probably certain that there's some type of access way, and that probably has a gate to it. So if that area is searched, it's possible maybe that he'll be found. Where it says Warsaw, Montana, that I can look that up. I'm pretty sure I did, but it doesn't say that on the. Yep, there is a Warsaw, Montana. So that was done. So there's the dam. So there's the location. I don't know if it's been searched or not, but unfortunately I do not think that he is alive. Deborah, I do have the age progression. It's on the bottom.
Okay.
And matter of fact, you sent it.
I thought I had.
Okay. Yeah, you sent it. Kinsley sent some stuff too. Kinsley sent some. Okay, yeah, so with glasses on. And then there's a bunch of other pics for him. And that's it. Besides the notes from Kevin. Kevin, do you want to go over your notes?
Sure.
Okay.
What I have is for Adam is alive, number 13, woman, train station, Pan Am, flight 112. That's it.
Okay. That information we can look up. Well, is there a Pan Am anymore? I thought Pan Am was like a. Well, this was a long time ago, anyways. So I guess we really can't look. I'm sure there's some possible way we could go back and some record somewhere to see if there's a Flight 112. Deborah, what do you think? I mean, I guess Pan Am did exist back then, but I don't think it is now. I think that airline went out of business a long time ago.
I think so too, but definitely it was in existence back then.
Okay.
It was?
It should be, yeah. This case is old.
How old is the case again?
Oh, Deborah?
The last time that Adam was seen was in 1999, and we're not sure of when in 1999. He was either 11 or 12 at the time.
Okay.
We're not even sure what his age was.
That's 10 years ago. I don't know when Pan Am went under. It may have been longer than that. I'm not sure.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, this is the case where they reported him missing like years later. So that's all I have. Unfortunately, I don't think he's alive, but Kevin, I hope you're right. Okay, let's move on, unless we have anything else for this case.
I don't have anything else for it.
Okay. Our next case is case number 643, Kelly Sue Akernak. The case was opened on January 9th of 2009. Deborah, what information do we have for Kelly Sue?
Well, I'm trying to locate some really good information. The places that I normally get that information from, I'm having a little problem getting to online.
I do know that we discussed this case before, and I think that Gail St. John...
Yes, we have. Kelly Sue has been missing since October or November from Johnstown, New York. I know she went missing after working her shift at Rite Aid. And
that's out of memory, isn't it?
They located her car, and it seemed as if her car had been set on fire. And that case is really sad. It's not looking, real good for Kelly Sue.
Okay.
As far as her being okay.
Are you able to get...
well, places where I normally get, information, I'm having a little problem getting to them.
Okay.
I don't know, the internet doesn't seem to be cooperating this evening. Okay, this will probably work here.
Okay.
Okay,
I was
Kelly
looking
Sue,
it up for you, too, so... Okay, you got it?
Yeah, the
Okay.
last time that Kelly Sue was seen was September 30th of 2008. That was close. 9:35 p.m. And that was in the town of Amsterdam in Montgomery County, New York. So, that was in a township. And, basically, though, she's from Johnstown, New York. Her date of birth is December 16th of 1972. She's white female, 5 feet 10 inches tall, 135 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. She was last seen wearing tan slacks, a black shirt, new white sneakers, tan stockings, and she was wearing brown eyeglasses. That was the last that she was seen. They ended up finding her car, and it had been torched. They feel it was torched. There have been different search crews out. I know you've worked on this case 2 or 3 times. And I know Gail has done work on this case. I know that you guys had a radio show shortly after opening up this case, and then it has since been featured on Gail's show, and it's also been talked about on yours. So this case is one that, has been pretty actively worked. You want to share what you have?
Yeah, sure. The dream drawings from the night of January 8th. First one says, South 47-0. Suspect is close. Church Mormon. There's a drawing of a steeple. Next one says, meds are in the car. She was taken to 470. And I think that would be a highway. And then there's some notes from Gail there. That's when we talked about the word buckaroo and some school swings and stuff like that. And then 6 miles. We have a location. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I think that was the only church that was there. They kind of fit what we had. So that location is there. Even the church itself is there, and then a location in the back where possibly her body may be. But looking at this, I don't see any symbols of death or anything. But from the way this reads, I don't think that she's alive. And that's all I see there. Kevin, I've got your notes here. You want to share those, please?
Yes. What I have for this case is abducted, killed, man, Jeep, dark prescription glasses, dark hair, mustache. Now, what I saw with this guy, it was like he had. Now that you're telling me how old this case is, I guess it's kind of going together. But it's like he was from the 70s. You know what I'm saying? His hair and mustache and everything.
Do you want me to put let me put a note on there then, from like 1970s look?
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm going to put a little note in there then. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Also, what I have is others involved was not supposed to get her, someone else, question mark there, small town drugstore, prescription drugs to keep her calmed down, and overdose also helped to kill her, and that's it.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Deborah, you have anything else for this case?
Just that for those that haven't seen it before, if they want to look at the case file and read the case in your forum, there's pictures posted from the searches discussing some of the search areas and the areas of interest that have been talked about. So it's pretty interesting stuff. And there's maps and quite a bit of stuff there. Maybe some fresh eyes might come up with some more information too.
Right. One other thing I noticed, like on this case, it links to the old forum. We have two missing persons forum. We're trying to get everybody moved over to the new forum, and we do that because of the software that we initially started with the old missing persons forum. It's outdated. We cannot really update it safely, so we made a new forum, which is missingpersonforum.com. So if you're ever in the other forum, please go over to the other forum and post what information you have too, because eventually we'd like to get everything moved over. Correct, Deborah?
Correct. And we do have quite a few members posting in the new forum.
Okay, this case is still linking to the old one.
Right,
okay.
Right.
I can fix that. But yeah, we're trying to get everybody to, so you want to make sure you go to missingpersonforum.com. And like I said, it's at the top of the screen if you'd like to post any information on this. We'll try to get all those links corrected. Anything else, Deborah?
No, not really.
Okay. Our final case of the night is case number 644. This is Laura Bova. The case was opened January 10th, 2009. What information do we have for Laura, Deborah?
Lori Cece Bova has been missing since June 7th of 1997 from Lakewood, New York. So this is another case out of New York State. November 26, 1970 is her date of birth, 26 years old when she went missing, 38 years old now, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 110 pounds, Caucasian female with brown hair and green eyes. She has pierced ears. Last seen wearing a gray sweatshirt with Freeport, Bahamas imprinted on the front of it, gray sweatpants and white sneakers. Lori and her husband and her sister had gone out to dinner that night at Red Lobster, and that was one located in Lakewood, New York on Fairmont Avenue. She and her husband left Red Lobster at about 10:30 that night, and her husband told authorities that him and Lori had had an argument after they got back to their apartment on New York Avenue. And at about 2:30 in the morning, Lori went outside to smoke a cigarette and take a walk. She never returned and has never been seen again. Her husband notified family members that she was missing a few hours after that, and they went around searching the city of Lakewood in their cars, driving around before calling police. Several months after Lori went missing, a clump of long human hair was found in the Chautauqua Lake, and authorities searched that lake for her remains. They did not find any evidence, and it turned out that hair did not belong to Lori. At the time that Lori went missing, she was working at Kay Jewelers at the local mall. Her husband now lives in the state of North Carolina, and he has not cooperated with the investigation, and they do consider him a person of interest. But there have never been charges filed against him or anyone else. What do you have on this case, Brian?
Thank you, Deborah. I have one dream drawing. It says, Oakland Burial Grounds, red Ford truck, red turtleneck. She met him at a party on Saints. There's a drawing of the gentleman there. Looks like a pretty, I don't know, maybe 20, 25, maybe a little younger than that. But I did do some research here on the case, and we did post a map of Oakland Cemetery. And it says on here, she went missing from Warren, PA, and there is a Oakland Cemetery. So we found that. And that's all I have. Unfortunately, I don't think that she's alive. And could be possibly at this cemetery. I'm not exactly sure where in the cemetery, though. The cemetery is not that large. It's right off the Allegan River or something like that. Anyways, it's on the case file. It's been up there. So that's really all I have, Deborah. Kevin, I've got your notes. You want to read those?
Yes. For Lloyd Bova, I have alive, human trafficking, black male, 23 to 27, young looking, handsome, wearing a cowboy hat, should get up to $100,000, helicopter, and the number 6XKYZ.
Okay,
That's it.
I was looking at this. I don't think the person I have drawn does not look like a black male, but it could be. The helicopter, I think that number at the end, it's missing like a November in the front, but it actually could be a tail number of the helicopter. Anything that flies usually has a tail number. So maybe we can look into something like that. So human trafficking. Do you remember anything else?
Well, I just remember seeing this black guy. He was between 23 to 27, and nice looking guy. And he was, I believe he's probably involved somehow. I just don't know how.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin. Deborah, anything else for this case?
No, I don't have anything else for Lori's case.
Okay. So we covered those cases. These are the cases that we covered tonight, obviously. Gail St. John is still out searching in Arizona. I don't really have any updates for you. It's apparently the cell phone connection is terrible there. I did talk with her for about maybe 30 seconds, and she said she was still searching Red Canyon area, something like that. And that's all I know. Deborah, I don't think you've heard anything from her either.
No, I did not hear from Gail today.
Okay. Well, we wish them the best, and we hope that she gives us an update soon. This is Ajay Desir. He went missing January 10th of 2009 from Immokalee, Florida. Please visit findajay.com for more information. Anything else for tonight, Deborah?
No, I don't think I should say anything else tonight. I'm just very disappointed with some cases that we've discussed, and either negligence or poor judgment or just really bad behavior on the part of parents has me really upset today.
Yeah. Well, let's hope it changes. Anyways, thank you, Deborah, and thank you, Kevin. We'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, -5 GMT. Good night.